Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. Caitlin Vine joins me now to talk all about the Sunraysia Netball competition, the veteran Ouyen Kangas player. Caitlin, great to have you and thanks for your time. How are you?
I am good. Good to be back. The weekends are rolling around quick, which is good when you've had a crazy work week. Looking forward to another weekend of netball.
They are rolling around very quickly indeed. It feels like the older you get, the quicker life goes. But the netball season isn't going too quickly. We're still in the opening stanzas in Sunraysia Netty. And we did have some interesting results, a few close games on the weekend. Unfortunately, not so much between you girls and Wentworth, but still a pretty good hit out. 29-51, Wentworth getting the win here. But you wouldn't be too ashamed of how the A grade went in this game.
Look, for anyone watching on the weekend, up until halftime, it was a fantastic close game. I think at one point, Ouyen were up by a couple of goals. It was a great matchup all the way down the court and a fantastic hit out to watch. And then after half-time, just the wheels started to fall off a little bit and Wentworth seemed to get a bit of a run on. I mean, it was fantastic to see Ouyen really come up against them and they'd had some fantastic plays. But when you watch Wentworth, they really are a well-oiled machine. They seem to do their rotation seamlessly. And their players that are up and coming, they had a couple of young juniors that just seemed to come on really confident, knew what they were doing. And yeah, it was a fantastic hit out and always a good game against Ouyen and Wentworth. I feel like we are a team that can really compete with them, and we did that for the first half. So now we just need to work on cracking on the second half.
Do you feel as though they're becoming more beatable, Caitlin?
I think they always have been beatable. We've probably talked about it before. We probably put them on a pedestal, and I do take my hat off to them. They are committed to netball and they do work really hard. But when we do play against them and we see how well we can do in a half, we can reflect on that and know what we have to do to be able to put four quarters together against them.
Mildura Derby finished in favour of Mildura as it was expected to. South Mildura posting a score of 38 goals to Mildura's 62. Guess we saw it going this way, but Mildura nearly doubling the score of South Mildura. Did you see a disparity that big happening, given that this was a derby game?
No, I didn't think it would be that much of a score difference, but Mildura did really come out firing in the last quarter against us. So I think when they get a run on, they really do build on that. So 62 goals is a lot of goals. So well done to Mildura.
Entertaining one between Mabine and Irimple, finishing 44-58 in favour of the away side. Irimple getting up. How'd you see this one?
Yeah, I think I did pick Irimple, and yeah, good to see them getting another win. Important for us as we move in to play them this weekend. Certainly been a tough run for Ouyen. We've had all the sort of top teams, Irimple, Mildura, Wentworth to start. So really hoping that we can crack on and have a good win against Irimple this week.
Yes, you will be hoping for that. And it's always, I guess, the silver lining of a tough start as you get the hard fixtures out the way. Are we able just to get a quick glance at the table with you, Caitlin? Is it surprising you in any way after 4 games played?
Not really. I think as a club, we're pretty happy with where we are. We have had some really good wins across all of our grades. We've had some disappointing losses, but a lot of our games have been really close. And seeing the improvement in our girls has been fantastic. So, I mean, if we look at the A grade ladder, Wentworth sitting comfortably on top, but Mildura on the same points in second place, Irimple, and then we've got lots and lots of teams on 4 points. So Robinvale Euston have snuck into 4th position just on percentage there, and we're sitting in 5th. So I guess you could say it's anyone's game at the moment, but there certainly is those top 2 teams there, Wentworth and Mildura.
All right, before we move on to tomorrow's fixtures, just let us know how the other senior grades got on with regards to the Ouyen side of things, Caitlin.
Yeah, look, as I said, Wentworth are a well-oiled machine, and that's not just in their A grade. I played B grade on the weekend, and we had a really good hit out to start, but they just seemed to continue to build and got away from us in the end. It didn't feel like that much of a difference in the game, but the scoreboard probably showed that, so it was 28-45. Our C grade and C res both had tough losses, but really enjoyed their day out. And the juniors, I think our 13s had a bit of a win, which was good to see. So, and a couple of the other grades are really up and coming and getting closer and closer. So it was a tough game on the courts, but we carried on into the night with our rotating dinner, and that was a really positive night for the club.
Good. All right, let's take a look at the games coming this weekend in the A grade. So we'll go to your game first, away to Irimple. You mentioned it before. It'll be a road trip, so it won't be comfortable, but as we say, you'll be hoping to get off the ground again after a couple of frustrating weeks, Caitlin.
Yeah, definitely. I think in most grades, Irimple are definitely someone who are certainly competitive, but someone we know we can beat. So I think all teams will be really eager to get a win here, and very hungry to show what we can do, especially after last week. So, it'll be good to get to Irimple and hopefully, give them a bit of a scare, show them what we've got.
Wentworth should be fairly comfortable in their game. They host South Mildura.
Yeah, I think they'll do that very, very easily. As I said, well-oiled machine and South just below the mark at the moment. Really looking forward to when Wentworth get to play Mildura to see how those two come up against each other.
Yes, a lot of people will be looking forward to that fixture. Redcliffe's host Imperials. Which way is this one going to go?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I think Imperials might get up this week. Redcliffe had the break last week, but I think Imperials might just get a run on here. Mobein
away to Robinvale Euston. Not sure how you see this one going either. Mobein, perhaps the fancier of the two, or the more fancied side, I should say, of the two.
Yeah, for sure. Although Robinvale are sitting in that fourth position on percentage, so they must have been shooting a fair few goals. So I think Mobein have the drive to do it, but Robinvale could sneak under the radar. Mildura
sit out, and that sees out the week that is of netball in Sunraysia. And we do thank you for your time, Caitlin Vine. We know you don't have a lot of it as far as your spare time goes. Thank you very much for making time for us, and good luck on the weekend.
Thanks so much. Go Kangas.